TMG How It's Made Trailer Editions. Guys, what we're gonna do here, start a little short segment of videos, TMG How It's Made. We're gonna go over in depth how we build all our products. And hey, we love building trailers. So I said, why not start off with the trailers? Let's go in the shop and find out.
So hey, how's it start?
So guys, it all starts right here in our beautiful office we built. First off, Brandon's gonna give you a call. It's gonna be a very good day for you. He's gonna give you a call, go over your build. When he gets done with that, he's gonna hand me your build list, all right? I'm gonna sit down on my computer, start designing your trailer. So we're sitting here, got my QCAD, very high-tech CAD program pulled up here, guys. Got my customer's invoice. Today we're working on a 250 single axle trailer. But guys, we design all of our trailers around your build. So if this guy had 3 burners, Santa Maria grill, the trailer's gonna be a little different. They're always a little different. So I'll sit here, design it up to what your build is, print it off on a piece of paper. I'll make a cut list for my girl Justice. Let's go check her out. All right, Brandon, you wanna get that printed for me, bud?
Yeah, I got you.
Head over here to my girl Justice on our Ellis 2000 bandsaw. Justice, you love building trailers, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, I got you another one right here.
All right.
This one's gonna be 4x2, 11 gauge tube, still depending on what trailer we're building. The metal thickness and size will change a little bit. All gets cut right here. Now when Justice gets done on the bandsaw, it goes on this rack right here. We got 4 different levels, so we can hold 4 single axle trailers waiting here in line to get fabricated. All right, now we go from the trailer rack here with all our parts on my man JD's table. Right now, all of our single axle trailers we build on a fab table. Our double axle trailers take up a little more room. We bring in a set of jack stands, build them on jack stands. But single axles, they all in the trailer. So you can see JD's getting it laid out, tacked together. Now we actually build them upside down. Now we do that for a couple reasons. First off, you don't want to be laying up underneath the trailer welding on it. So we build it upside down, gets all the bottom welding done first. We'll actually go ahead and mount our axle on, put some wire mesh on that. You'll see that here soon. But here's the start to this single axle trailer for a Fridge 72. All right, now while JD's over there getting the trailer tacked together, my man WD's over here building our fenders. Guys, all of our fenders built in-house. We don't throw none of that flimsy ass Chinese crap on there, right? Built in-house, 11 gauge steel. All our fenders are a little different depending on what trailer you got. This is a single axle 3,500 pound fender here, all welded solid, went back ground smooth. WD, you love building fenders, don't you, buddy?
I love it.
I love it. All right, so now at this point, we are ready to flip the trailer on its top. So we got all our fabrication work on the bottom. Couple things you'll notice here that we kind of do that's a little special. First off, the frame of the trailer, right? We do a double wall frame and we bring it all the way back to the spring hanger. And then when we go to put our fender on, which you'll see here in a minute, it comes out here, our fender is structural, where it's a little bit thicker, and that ties the whole trailer in together. So what you're getting here is a very strong frame of trailer, gonna last you a really long time. Something else special. The way we run all our wires. So we weld tubes on that runs our wires the whole way, and we run, which you'll see a little more about the wiring towards the end of the video, we run all our wires independent. So the brakes, they get their own run of fully coated wire. Tail lights get their own run of wire. Marker lights get their own run of wire. That way we don't have a bunch of bundles of splices all the way down your trailer, so it makes for very neat wiring that's easy to service if anything was to go wrong. This particular trailer here is a 6,000 pound single axle with brakes, all right? Got all our wire mesh on here. She's pretty much ready to go. Come in here and see how we do our wire mesh. We weld pieces of angle iron in, and the wire mesh goes under them, so that way when you flip it over, it's a really nice, smooth, clean look. We're pretty much ready to flip it over. Let's get it. The CNC table is this other part right here, and then this little rectangle on the table right now. All right, so once JD gets done with it on his table, while he's building on his table, it's upside down, we'll flip it over, get it on the ground here, and he'll go through and start doing some finishing work to it. Let's go check it out. What are you doing now, JD?
Got done welding the top out, added some
Filler panels.
yeah.
So on all of our trailers, guys, we add in these filler panels to where, for one, it makes the whole top of the trailer usable. This one, for instance, has got a lot going on. It's got copperhead 52 in the back, live fire table up here, Santa Maria grill, double burner and a fryer. So a lot going on a single axle trailer. But we add in these filler panels, make it all usable, and it really cleans up the look. That way it doesn't look just like an open frame. It's all nice and clean. All right, so first off, you may notice throughout this video, there's actually been a couple different trailers we've been working on. Typically, we've got anywhere from 2 to 10 trailers working on at once, all kind of different stages. We'll get one to one point, pull it out, start on another one. That way we can go back, take measurements, kind of build parts individually. Just kind of how our shop works out better. So this trailer, now we're working on the wood basket setup, all right? Now, do all of our wood baskets pretty similarly. We've got our top rail that runs around here. We use 3/4 tube pickets. They go around. You can see JD's putting some in now. He's got this, show us a little spacer you got there, JD. He's got these spacers he uses to set his picket height. That way they're all nice and level there. Putting those in, he'll come back around here, go in the front too. So we try and make all of our trailers, even the basic ones, still have a lot of storage on them. When we get done with these, this one's also getting a spare tire holder, put our spare tire on there. Gets to that point, we'll take the smoker back off because the trailer is basically done, send it off to sandblast. Now once JD gets done with it in there, putting all his filler panels on and finishes the final weld out, then we'll go and mount our smoker on. Now all of our smokers bolt on, all of our cookers bolt on. That makes it a lot easy for us during the fabrication process and during the finishing process, makes it a lot easier. So this, we got a single axle 250. This is actually a narrow 250 trailer. Like I say, guys, being the fact that we build them all, it's very easy for us to make modifications, make them more narrow, longer, shorter, whatever. This one's just a little more narrow. We've got the fenders on there, smoker's bolted on. Still got some work to do around here for the wood basket. Once it gets done to that stage, we send it off to sandblast. All right, guys, all of our trailers get sandblasted. That is the best way to prep them for paint. So you see this one, just got this one back this morning from sandblast. It is, after a little bit of grinding, some seam sealing. We do go around with seam sealer, seam seal all of our open seams, ready for the paint shop. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap up this video with our basically completed product. So after it gets back from sandblast, moving to the paint shop, get it painted. Now, majority of our trailers you see are gloss black. We do offer custom colors. And actually, we've been working on a new powder coating facility. So here in the future, all of our single axle trailers and majority of our double axle trailers will all be powder coated. So a little bit more durable finish, just a higher quality finish all around. So we're pretty excited about that. Nothing wrong with the paint though. So like I said, this one's painted gloss black. Get it back, we run all our wiring. So in this trailer, as you'll see as we walk along, it's got quite a bit to it. And then we'll do all of our, what we call our final assembly, all the little finishing touches like remounting the smoker back on. Even on this 1,000-gallon trailer, smoker still bolts on. Go around, put all our stainless steel logos on. This one got our stainless steel fender tops. We actually use an adhesive under these as well as they are riveted on. As you walk down this trailer, you'll see, you know, as I mentioned previously in the video about our frame rails and different sizes of trailers. So when you jump up to a 12,000 pound or higher trailer, like on our 1,000-gallon, we do a 12,000 pound trailer. That's 2 6,000 pound axles. We jump up to a 2 by 6 inch tube, and we still do that double frame rail. As you can see, it goes all the way back, ties into the fender. So basically, you got a double frame rail the whole way of the trailer. Just higher quality trailer, very strong, gonna last a very long time. You can see that wood basket wraps all the way around. See all our filler panels we put in there. Wood storage up here. This 1,000 gallons got the stack with the winch on it. It's got a little Bluetooth controller. Let the stack up. So a lot of people don't realize, but our final assembly is really one of the longest processes throughout the whole trailer build. Just bolting all this stuff down, hooking it all up, getting all the wiring around. We try and do a very nice job keeping all our wiring nice and tidy. That's pretty much it, guys. This 1,000 gallons about ready to roll off. So hey, if you need a custom trailer pit built, you know who to call. TMG Pits, Knoxville, Tennessee.